Praise be to the Most High. Yeah, we back with another one. But why do rappers spend their money on jewelry, cars, clothes, and hoes, man? You know, that's crazy, but that's what most of these rappers do. That's what most of these young ninjas do that get some money when they get into the game. But you know what's so crazy? You know, we talk a lot about Lil Boosie, man. You know, Lil Boosie get a lot of flack. Lil Boosie don't been through a lot, and Lil Boosie don't been in the game for a long ass time, man. But one thing I can say about Lil Boosie, yo, Lil Boosie was a businessman, and Lil Boosie, he handled his paper right, man. And I can't figure out for the life of me why most of these guys, when they get a contract or when they get some money, the first thing they be talking about doing is taking their money back to the block. Instead of investing their money into a business or buying them some fucking land, man. That's what people should do, man, when they really make it big. You know what I'm saying? They need to invest into themselves, yo. You know understand me? Instead of taking their money and going back, man, I'm just going to keep it all the way real and getting it back to the people. And when I say the people, y'all know who I'm talking about, man. You know, they get this money, man, and the first thing they want to do is go see Johnny Dang, man. That's the first thing they want. I'm going to see Johnny Dang. I'm going to drop $200,000 in my mouth. You come from the project, man. You was poor. You come from never having shit, man. So that's crazy, man. And I just don't get it. It's us. It's the black community. We the ones that always doing the ignorant ass stuff, man. But yeah, we talk crazy about Lil Boosie, man. But I got to shout Boosie out on this one. Lil Boosie really do invest into his house. He invest into his family. And he invest into his business, which going to make more money. And that's what us blacks got to start doing. We got to start investing into ourselves, man. Because who knows your last hit. I mean, yeah, that's right. Your last hit. It might be your last damn hit, man. And so that means you got to guard your affairs with discretion. Got to handle your business, man, when you get that bag. Don't go out here, man, just buying a $200,000 chain or a $300,000 chain and go buy all these crazy ass cars, man. For what? You know, having 30 damn cars when there's only one of you. And I say that, I know you got to get nice stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You hustle for what you want. And ain't nothing wrong with buying you a nice watch. Ain't nothing wrong with getting a nice change. But it's all about doing things in decency and order. But it seems like us blacks, the black community, man, you know, we ignorant when it comes to money. We'll go to a damn strip club and blow $30,000 to see somebody shake their ass. $30,000 to see somebody shake their ass. I never been the type of guy that even indulge in the strip clubs because I think that lifestyle is so fake. I think tricking is retarded to me. I don't give a damn who don't like it. But that's like paying for love. That's like paying for friendship. That's like paying for somebody to like you, man. To me, that's crazy. That's diabolical and that's fake. But that's what most of these ninjas do when they get them a damn bag. The first thing they do, they're going to run to Johnny Dang. They're going to run to one of these famous jewelers to get them a chain to put on their neck. And in reality, they don't even know, man. But these chains, man, they don't even do that. They don't do nothing but represent slavery. Yeah, do your homework on this shit, man. It only represents slavery, and that's what we do, man. And that's why the white man think we so ignorant and so stupid, because they already know how we is. You know, we be all on Instagram and all on Facebook with the telephone, with the money like we ain't never had shit. I look at people like Young Thug. Young Thug, you been in the game for a minute. You been getting money for a minute. You know, you a grown man. I don't understand why you got to show your bag off. You know, rich people, really rich people that's getting money and they really caked up, they don't show their bread off, man. I'm going to be for real. They don't show their bread off. They don't talk about how much money they got. They're not going to buy no expensive ass chain to put on their neck for somebody to rob and kill you about. Because that's all going to happen. All these expensive ass, you know, chains and going to get, you know, these expensive ass watches and stuff like that. You ain't doing it but setting yourself up to be a target for somebody to run up in your house and kill you, man. I'm just being honest with you. It's just for the life of me, man. I don't understand why the black community, we always got to fucking show off, man. We always got to show off. Soon as we get some money, we gonna go to the mall. We gonna spend $10,000 on nothing but tennis shoes, clothes, and pocketbooks, man. You know why? just to impress the Joneses, just to impress people. And in reality, nobody don't really give a damn about you, man, because guess what? The world is fake, man. We live in a fake world. You know what I mean? It's all about, you know what I mean, what you got. It's all about validation. You know, that's why most of them doing it, because if they ain't had this shit, they know in reality nobody wouldn't deal with them, man. You know, nobody wouldn't deal with them. You got to spend $100,000 on a chain to get a woman to look at you. That's diabolical, that's ignorant, and that's crazy to me. But that's what we do in the black community, man. We mess up our bag on jewelry, cars, clothes, and showing off for these bras. And in reality, if you didn't have none of this stuff, them females, they wouldn't even look your damn way. And I'm just telling y'all facts, man. We got to get out of that, man. We got to do better. That's why I tell y'all after every video, knowledge is power, man. Knowledge is power, man. Psalms 112 in the Bible tells us clearly, you know, a man, you know, you got to guard your affairs with discretion. Because one thing about life, man, why be a king for a day when you got to be a man forever? You understand what I'm saying? By you spending your whole checkup, bro, you going to buy cars, you buying to buy clothes, you buying jewelry to show off for a woman, man. And in reality, if you ain't had that, she ain't thinking about your ass, man. I mean, this really one for y'all to grow on. Whether you got money, you trying to get money, or if you ain't never had no money, this video is definitely for you. You know, why live like a king for a day, man, when you got to be a man forever, yo? You got to be a man for the rest of your life. So why, when you get blessed with a bag, you want to mess your bag up, yo? And then when you back broke, you back in the project, you back selling dope, and you ain't got nothing to show, man, ain't nobody want nothing to deal with you no more. Yeah, that's right. When you fall off, when you dial out, when you ain't got no money, when you ain't got none of that jewelry you had, when all the damn Ferraris and the Bentleys and the Maybachs and all that shit going back to the lot, you stuck looking crazy, man. You stuck looking crazy because we live in a fake world, man. So you gotta protect your bag, yo. And also, you gotta guard your affairs with discretion, man. That means you gotta move wisely, dog. You gotta move wisely, whether you a man or a female, man. You know, it's a blessing, man, to come into some money. Yeah, so you gotta protect yourself, and you gotta make the right moves, man. If you get blessed to get a bag, to get you some real money, invest into your life, yo. Invest into some real estate, you know, and get you a business. You know what I'm saying? Do something with your paper that you know you're gonna get an even and a good return, man. But that's why I use Lil Boosie as an example. Yeah, Lil Boosie buy some jewelry, but check this out. Handle your business first. Handle your business first before you go out here trying to splurge, trying to show off for everybody. Because when you broke and you ain't got nothing no more, and you back in the hood, you ain't gonna have nobody to call to get a loan from, man. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Everybody want to be your friend when you up. But when you down and you ain't got nothing at all, man, you ain't gonna have a friend or nobody to call to lean on but God Almighty, man. So black men that's out here getting to that bag, man, remember what I'm telling y'all. Why live for a king for a day when you gotta be a man forever? But that's all I got on this one. Until the next time, knowledge is power. Stay solid, it's the movement. Y'all stay solid, stay blessed. Peace and shalom. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. We out.